Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
On first down, they go back to Henderson.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Jets' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 1. On play action, here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. And even 30 yards.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
They'll run with Henderson. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. His second rushing touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Pats will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready? 70 tip, Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Tag! 69, touching, 18. Go!
He'll look to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, sack. Ready, ready.
First carry of the game now, and here's Brees Hall. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Bronco with 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the give, it's Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score! Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Henderson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Andre Cisco. It's a pickup of 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's May. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, New England. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jets 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the double. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Give up the middle with Hall. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Red. Cougar 19. Ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Bronco, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
It is 3rd and 10.
Deputy! Lightning 18!
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
good. And the Jets are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, New England. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Gibson now on the return.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Shot. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. When you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Jets 17. Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's all. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England.
And the Patriots, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
Once more, it's Henderson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult.
That is Hodge. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Patriots. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, throw. Ready, what's that?
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Patriots are able to extend the lead.
Jets 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
There's a short one caught by Taylor. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here we go, set.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, throw.
Again, it's Henderson finding room at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Patriots first down.
And a Patriot first down.
To throw now, May. Open man, it's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
What's that? Ready, what's that?
Toss, Henderson heading right. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On the handoff, Henderson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff, here comes Hall. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Another run here with Hall.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
19, Cup 19. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
It's been a rough 1st half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
65. Let's go now. 60 Eagle. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Patriots will take over here just past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Andres Borregales to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set. Drop. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good for a Jets.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
7-yard line.
Ready.
A give. Here's Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll go again with Hall. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Down at the 26.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Jets are able to edge a bit closer.
Jets 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run. It's Henderson. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll work this down inside the 35. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, it's May. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A run, and this is Henderson. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They bring the tight end in motion. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Pats add on to their lead.
24.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a toss left side for Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. On the ground, here is Henderson. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
To kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stop below 18. 2. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get forward for a couple. Will McDonald, third tackle.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2. Here we go. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Now it's Wilson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone.
And he will get into the end zone. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown, Jets. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
That's the score. Patriots 51, Jets 31.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Will McDonald on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll stay on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A third down. We'll try to get it on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Let's go.
2nd and 11.
Gotta be lying. Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.